Hi, George Sell here, Service Department News. We're here at the Service Department Summit Europe 2019 in London, and I'm here with Barry Hickey, Group Development Director from Staycity. And we're here to talk about the challenges of growing a business to being a pan-European operator. So obviously, Barry, you're based in Dublin, but you're expanding at a rapid rate and you're moving to different countries in Europe. You're regularly making babies in new countries. From a development perspective, what are the main challenges you face in moving into all these new areas?
Yeah, George, good to be here today. Really good industry event and great opportunity for us to connect with all our co-operators. Development strategy in Staycity is to grow the business to 15,000 keys by 2023. Tall order, but a really ambitious plan. We're almost halfway there, so we've 7,000 keys signed. We're hoping to do another 3,000 keys this year. In terms of the relativities of what we're operating 2,000 keys today. So in terms of growing our business and building our business, massive projects underway within our finance team, within our sales, distribution, revenue management, to ensure that we have the capacity and capability to run a business that can hold 15,000 keys under its belt. So that's one challenge, growing the head office and the skill set within that office. Going to development, we're in Ireland and the UK very used to doing what I would call a standard agreement for lease and lease agreement, so institutionally acceptable 25-year term, 5-year rent reviews with ratchet mechanisms. When you move to other jurisdictions, the form of contract changes and the form of developer delivery changes. And that's a major challenge, understanding, for instance, in Germany, they don't do turnkey per se. They take it to shell core and services, and we take a fit-out contract after that. And I need to ensure that nothing falls within the cracks and we're not left with a significant liability in the middle. So it's a very, very different environment. And that's probably the key differential for us.
Is the fact that you now have a presence in several different countries and the brand is becoming more and more well known, is that opening doors for you now that perhaps you couldn't access 2 or 3 years ago?
It is definitely. Our largest recognition is definitely in the UK, and it's a very important market for us, but word filters out. So we've worked very hard in Germany to get a couple of deals done over the last few years. I think the most important thing in a new market is to actually have a property open so that people can come, look and understand the nature of the product. So in that regard, we're opening a Checkpoint Charlie in Berlin in October, which is really exciting. That's our Wild brand. I think that'll be a major fillip to our expansion plan. And we're doing the same in Italy, so we're opening in Mestre end of July, start of August. That's the departure point for Venice, 175 keys, so super development. Getting a lot of good press, and it's going to allow us, launch a new assault on Italy. In that context, we've just appointed Caldwell Blanker in Rome to support us. And the next 6 to 12 months, we'll be working really hard to see if we can do something in Milan, Florence, and who knows after that.
And you've been quite flexible in the type of properties you're launching to market now. Obviously, there's the Wild brand, the upmarket apart hotel, and there's also the Paris, the Euro Disney project, which is very different from what you've done before. What was the reasoning behind that one?
Yeah, very different. We had many debates in the business about the Disney opportunity. We are a leisure-led operator. So if you look at our portfolios, in most of our properties, we're at least 50% leisure. In Dublin, we'd be in excess of 60%. So it wasn't a bridge too far for us to look at doing predominantly a leisure-led offering. So that was box ticked. But interestingly, we were surprised at the amount of corporate business there is in the wider Disney area. So significant business parks in the area. We're a 7-day business, and we're confident we can run a 7-day business in that location.
And finally, Barry, you've actually acquired a development company as well, so you can develop projects in-house. Was that born out of frustration with some projects not coming to fruition?
It's an interesting one. I mean, I think it's been somewhat misreported in the press in terms of our acquisition of a development company.
Not by us, I hope.
No, not by you. Not at all. Not at all. But we have started a development company.
Right.
We have been at the table for years with developers. I'm from a development background. Tom Walsh, our chief executive, has a strong interest in development. So it's a natural progression for us to seek to develop our own property. So we've managed to get ourselves into strategic positions on certain sites, one in Dublin, our home market, and one in London over the last 18 months. And as we worked through those, we formed development joint ventures or development collaborations with the landlords in both locations. So Paddington's super opportunity, we're the lead joint venture partner with Staycity Group and BSW to develop a Premier Inn, 380 key PI and a 270 key Staycity. And then in Dublin with DWS, we're doing 246 keys, core brand apart hotel, central Dublin, the heart of tourist Dublin. So yeah, they've been two exciting projects that crystallised in 2018, and we hope then to do one or two projects a year going forward in that business.
And finally, Barry, off the top of your head, what would be the 3 locations where you don't have a presence now that you'd like to be in 2 years from now?
Yeah, good question. Good question. We're in London, but we always want more in London, so we're working very hard in London. We're working very hard in Cambridge. We're not in Cambridge. It's a prime target for us, and we're well advanced on something there. And I guess if there's a city that's a real target market for us, it's Munich. We're very keen to get into Munich and working hard on that at the moment.
Thanks, Barry. Watch these spaces, folks.
Thank you.